Welcome. Let's jump straight into today's medical explainer. As a nutrition doctor, I am absolutely thrilled to walk you through this. We're not just going to look at dry theories today. Instead, I want you to picture a cinematic 3D journey right inside the human body after age 50. We're going to see exactly what's going on under the skin. How do we not just live longer, but actually rebuild our bodies? Let's get into it. So picture this for a second. Imagine looking deep inside an aging body. It's almost like looking through transparent skin under this cold clinical blue light. You'd see a really dramatic, yet totally silent shift happening. Those bright red, firm muscle fibers, they're literally shrinking. And at the exact same time, this yellow visceral fat is quietly expanding, crowding the organs. This right here is the invisible culprit behind that stubborn fatigue, the wobbly balance, and just feeling heavy when you wake up. But why? Why do our bodies just quietly surrender their strength like this? Well, a huge part of the answer comes down to a really dangerous myth most of us just accept as fact. There's this old school mindset that says, hey, as you get older, you gotta eat light. Cut out the meat, load up on veggies, save your kidneys, right? But the medical reality? It's the exact opposite. This whole idea of eating a light, meatless diet is secretly starving your muscles. High-quality protein isn't some heavy burden on your system. It is absolutely vital to keep you alive, to keep your immune system firing, and to stop frailty in its tracks. Okay, let's dive into this. What's actually happening to your muscles has a formal scientific name. It's called sarcopenia. Basically, it's age-related muscle loss, and it's not a bug you catch, it's a ruthless, natural process that hits the gas pedal hard after age 60. The data is pretty wild. Between the ages of 40 and 80, if we do nothing, we can lose anywhere from 30 to 50% of our muscle mass. That's half your strength, just gone. And losing that much muscle is a direct, one-way ticket to dangerous falls and losing your independence. Now, there's another sneaky biological reason this happens. It's called anabolic resistance. To put it simply, a 60-year-old's digestive and muscle-building machinery just isn't as sharp as a 20-year-old's. If a young person eats a piece of chicken, their body easily turns it into muscle. But an older body, it really struggles to process those same amino acids. So we end up with this crazy biological paradox. Because the machinery is less efficient, an older adult actually needs more protein than a younger person just to maintain the exact same amount of muscle. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, but doc, won't eating all that protein destroy my kidneys? Well, let's look at what Professor Dr. Pham Van Bui, a leading nephrology expert, has to say about this. He emphasizes that cutting protein in the elderly, even for folks with chronic kidney disease, is actually a really common nutritional mistake. Think back to the lessons we learned during the pandemic. Without high-quality protein, your body literally cannot build immunoglobulins, your essential antibodies. Slashing your protein doesn't save your kidneys, it just destroys your immune system first. So here is the magic number. We need to completely throw out that old, outdated standard of 0.8 grams. The new medical prescription for healthy aging, older adults need between 1.0 and 1.5 grams of protein for every single kilogram of body weight every single day. Hitting this number is literally like hitting a biological pause button on aging. Just to put that into perspective, if you weigh 60 kilos, you need at least 60 to 90 grams of protein daily just to stop your body from essentially eating its own muscle. But hey, don't worry. I'm not telling you to force down tough, chewy steaks. The secret is choosing the right kind of protein. According to nutrition experts, there are 5 absolute superfoods that pack a protein punch but are super gentle on an older digestive system. We're talking deep sea fish, low-fat yogurt, tofu, soft chicken breast, and eggs. Let's quickly break down why these are absolute game changers. Right at the top, we've got deep sea fish, like salmon or cod. Imagine this happening in your bloodstream. You eat some salmon, and these soft, shimmering protein particles easily absorb into your blood, instantly delivering raw materials to your muscles. But it gets better. They bring along a flood of omega-3s. These omega-3s act like a cool, rushing river, literally washing away the toxic, inflammatory smoke in your blood vessels, protecting both your heart and your aging joints. Coming in at number 2 is a total powerhouse combo, low-fat, unsweetened yogurt.
Not only does it deliver a huge hit of essential amino acids, but it is packed with probiotics. Imagine these healthy bacteria creating soothing waves inside your gut, repairing the microbiome. It's a fantastic way to solve those annoying digestive issues like bloating or constipation that a lot of older adults deal with, making sure your body actually absorbs the nutrients you're eating.
And this brilliantly illustrates the perfect balance between plant and animal protein. At numbers 3 and 4, we have tofu and softly cooked chicken breast. If we zoomed way in, you'd see these pure, clean streams of protein, without any of the heavy, clogging fats, heading straight for damaged muscle fibers. They act like tiny microscopic mechanics, repairing and rebuilding your muscles in real time, completely stress-free for your cardiovascular system.
Finally, at number 5, an old favorite, eggs. So why are eggs down at number 5? Well, they're amazing, but for seniors dealing with cardiovascular risks, we have to be a little strategic. The trick here is to really maximize the egg whites. That is where the pure, unadulterated protein lives. And then just moderate the yolks to keep your cholesterol in check. It's all about balance.
All right, so you've got the right foods, but how you eat them is what actually dictates absorption. The protocol is super straightforward. Don't overwhelm your stomach. Break your protein down across 3 main meals and maybe 1 or 2 snacks. Go for soft cooking methods like steaming or stewing. Oh, and this is absolutely crucial. You have to drink 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily. Why? Because as we age, our natural sense of thirst actually fades. If you wait until you're thirsty, your blood is already thickening and your kidneys can't efficiently flush out the byproducts of digesting all that protein.
But here is the catch, and it's a big one. Nutrition is just the raw material. If you have the bricks but no builders, you're not getting a house. If you eat all this great protein but just sit on the couch, those amino acids just flush right through you and you stay weak. But when you combine that nutrition with just 30 to 60 minutes of movement a day, even just a brisk walk, that movement acts as the spark. It literally forces your muscle fibers to open up and aggressively absorb the protein you just ate, restoring your strength and your balance. Which brings us to the golden rule. Timing is everything. You want to consume your protein immediately after you finish your physical activity. Right after a walk or a workout, your muscles are basically like dry sponges. Imagine them under this warm, golden sunlight lighting, just swelling up, soaking in all those nutrients perfectly. That's how you recover your power and size fast, letting you stand up and move around effortlessly without feeling drained. I want to leave you with this final thought. After 50, your muscles are quite literally your longevity bank account. You cannot make health withdrawals if you aren't consistently depositing good nutrition and movement. Feed them wisely before weakness quietly steals your freedom. So my question to you to wrap up this explainer is, for your very next meal, what are you going to choose to deposit into your own longevity bank account? Make it a good one. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.